So we are going to jump into our story today. Ohana means family by Elima Loomis and illustrated by Kennard Pak. So our title tells us the meaning of another Hawaiian word, the word ohana, which means family, just like the title says. But ohana can mean more than just our immediate family, like our mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters. It can mean our extended family, like aunts and uncles and grandparents and cousins, and even those people that are close to us in our hearts, but not related to us, people like friends and neighbors. Have you ever had someone not in your family that felt like family? I know I have. So all of those people are included in the meaning of ohana. So let's dive in. Ohana means family by Elima Loomis. This is the poi for our ohana's luau. There is the poi. You can see it's so smooth and yummy inside of this bowl. Can you see what color it is? It is purple. It is so beautiful and it is so yummy. This is the kalo to make the poi for our ohana's luau. There's a lot happening on this page. We can see two young people that are watching this person as they take the roots of the kalo plant, cut them in half, cut them into smaller pieces, and then smooth and pound and grind them on this wooden board using a lava stone. So they're taking that root and breaking it down and grinding it into that smooth and yummy poi. This is the mud that grows the kalo to make the poi for our ohana's luau. We can see the whole field where the kalo is growing now. It is muddy and large. We see all of these beautiful heart-shaped leaves. I see our two friends from the last page taking a box of kalo plants from this person. And I'm noticing that these kalo plants are lighter green and smaller than the ones we can see in the field. And I wonder if these are going to be planted. Kalo plants don't have seeds. So in order to make a new kalo plant, you have to take a piece of an older one and plant it. And this is one of the reasons that kalo is so sacred and important in Hawaiian culture. These plants are all connected to plants that have grown for thousands of years. Each one is a piece of a plant that came before it. So all of the kalo plants that are being cared for and grown and eaten in Hawaii today are connected to these same plants that were grown and cared for and eaten by ancient Hawaiians many thousands of years ago. Isn't that incredible? This is the water, clear and cold, that covers the mud, that grows the kalo to make the poi for our ohana's luau. So we're zoomed out a little bit. We can see all of the fields covered in water. I can't see anybody's feet. They must be in the water, in the mud. That must feel very squishy and very nice. A lot of different kalo plants need different things. So some kalo really like very, very wet conditions. They like wet, muddy fields to grow in. And other ones like drier soil, like the dirt you might see plants growing in a garden or maybe in a backyard. So these ones like very wet conditions. And I see all of these people working together. I see a lot of those kalo roots ready to get made into poi. But I also see people with the stems and leaves that have just come off of these roots, and I wonder, maybe they will plant them and make a new kalo plant. These are the hands so wise and old that reach through the water clear and cold into the mud to pick the kalo to make the poi for our ohana's luau. So I see our same two friends from the previous pages. And they are learning from this elder here, the hands so wise and old, about how to pick the kalo. We can see the whole plant here in their hands. I see the root and the stems and the leaves. I'm going to check my comments here. Hello, everyone. This is the land with plants of old, where work the hands so wise and old, that reach through the water clear and cold, into the mud, to pick the kalo, to make the poi for our ohana's luau. I see a whole extended ohana here with family and friends working together. Oh, we're zoomed out now. We're above the kalo fields. This is the stream of sunlit gold, flooding the land with plants of old, where work the hands so wise and old, that reach through the water clear and cold, into the mud, to pick the kalo, to make the poi for our ohana's luau. Here is our stream of sunlit gold. All of the lo'i kalo, or the kalo patches where the kalo grows, they are covered with water that comes from natural streams that come down from the mountains. So there is our stream of sunlit gold. Something has changed. The weather has changed. Do you see what's happening? I see rain coming down. This is the rain in the valley fold that feeds the stream of sunlit gold, flooding the land with plants of old, where work the hands so wise and old, that reach through the water clear and cold. So the rain is coming down and filling our stream here into the mud to pick the kalo. I see hands picking that root out to make the poi for our ohana's luau. I see ohana here gathered around in a circle. I see a bottle of water and some food. Maybe they're having a break. Maybe they're having some lunch and talking to each other. We're very zoomed out now. I see the whole valley and the mountains above. This is the wind on which stories are told, that lifts the rain into the valley fold, that feeds the stream of sunlit gold, flooding the land with plants of old, where work the hands so wise and old, that reach through the water clear and cold, into the mud, to pick the kalo, to make the poi for our ohana's luau. I see our stream here. I see the little wet lo'i kalo patches. Do you see them? We're zoomed all the way out now, my friends. We can see the whole island and the Pacific Ocean all around it. This is the sun, all bright and bold, that warms the wind on which stories are told, that lifts the rain to the valley fold, that feeds the stream of sunlit gold, flooding the land with plants of old, where work the hands so wise and old, that reach through the water clear and cold. Into the mud, to pick the kalo, to make the poi for our ohana's luau. Everyone's working. This is ohana, the loved ones we hold, who give thanks to the sun, all bright and bold, that warms the wind on which stories are told, that lifts the rain to the valley fold, that feeds the stream of sunlit gold, flooding the land with plants of old, where work the hands so wise and old, that reach through the water clear and cold. I see everyone in the kalo patch. The sun is getting low. I wonder if it's almost time for the luau. Into the mud, to pick the kalo, to make the poi. There's a close-up of that beautiful kalo root for our ohana's luau. There is the luau, everyone. Everyone is around a big table. I see lots of delicious foods. I see bowls with our smooth purple poi. I see a mother and baby here. Oftentimes, poi is the first solid food that a baby eats in Hawaii. It's very nutritious and very yummy. I see lots of children playing. I see this person playing the guitar, playing some music for everyone. I see the ocean behind them. It looks like a really nice time. Everyone worked together to make a delicious spread for that luau. So, what a beautiful book, everyone! We saw all members of this ohana working together to harvest and clean and cook the foods for their luau. Maybe there are special foods or traditions that your family has when you come together for big meals, just like this family. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Hawaiian culture and language with me today. I encourage you to explore the Pacific more. You can ask grown-ups to help you find books and videos about other island nations in the Pacific Ocean and learn about the many beautiful cultures and languages throughout it. Whatever you do with your day, I hope you have a fantastic one, and we will see you again next Friday for another Storytime Live.